I'm starting with my ushers here. By the end of this month, they will be driving this supercar. And I'm looking at the Sikhwa. And I even said to my phone, because guys, I was always logical. I can't picture the Sikhwa in that Porsche. Not at all. I can't kill Lenyatso, but Lenyatso left for Kala Pilo. Lenyatso. This one, that's how I knew these are lies. Because there's no way that this is what. In 2 weeks' time, this is what Labasa for the Porsche. From where?
We are for the drama.
Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Twins Therapy Session. My name is Tsidiso.
I am Tsidiso.
And together we are the T-Twins on the Twins. Healing Space. Welcome back.
Yay, guys. Thank you so much. We can see that the subscriptions...
Yeah,
it's actually going up.
It's growing.
Even when I checked it
rapidly.
When I check on our YouTube studio, the analysis, it's promising because you can see the arrows are showing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after 5,000, remember I said 5,000, now we're going for 10.
Yeah.
So now it's a 5.1 came quicker. We're getting there.
Okay, guys, but if you are here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
Remember to subscribe.
Please remember to subscribe and also like the video. Like.
Yeah,
please.
Because it's still 90% of people who watch the videos who are not subscribed.
Yeah, so please subscribe. Yeah.
Like, comment down below and share. Sharing is also important. And watch the videos. At least watch one video to the end. Others watch. We know it's difficult, guys. You can watch, but at least one yona. We watch if hey.
How is it difficult when you're enjoying the story?
Enjoying the story. I can't remember they skip the ads.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the ads. What did I say, Auntie?
Okay,
it's a video.
The video.
No. I was saying the ads.
Okay.
Watch the ads until the end. One, the ad fella go like 5 minutes we get.
Be busy or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did you see that Tim Omotoso is a free man? They said not guilty.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
People are. Everyone is disappointed.
And I'm actually disgusted. I'm disgusted because I thought this case was going to teach a lot of people a lesson, especially when it comes to the pastors who are taking advantage of congregants, young kids who come to their churches being promised careers and music. Sometimes you'll think having talent is kind of, it's a mess. Because you know what, a lot of people who know how to sing, if you know that I can sing, and they start at church, and church is the hope for them. And then you get there, they promise you, all these kind of things will take you to America.
Maybe una go tla ba kopanya le Kelly because una tsba go yena le Kelly.
So guys, it's really shocking. Because my fear is on these girls who went and testified against him. Are they safe? Because remember the girl, that woman who was a whistleblower. Yeah. She was killed. Pamela was killed weeks before this.
I think it's 2 or 3 weeks.
So it's quite simple what happened right there. It's like we don't even have okay, allegedly, but we can see what was going on because I think the number one enemy was her. So now that she won this court case, he is not guilty. He's gonna come back and because he was in jail for 8 years. Yeah. I remember this thing with I think my brain works with places. When I heard of this thing where I was, Like, because ke hopola ekare ne re le ha when we heard of this scandal.
Yeah.
No, not when we heard of this scandal, because when the girl Cheryl Zondi was testifying.
Oh yes.
Yes, when Cheryl Zondi was testifying, I remember very well what was happening. But now my concern is Bushiri, because Lena has got kind of similar.
You know, when I saw this, the breaking news for Timothy was found not guilty, I just thought of Bushiri. I'm like, because Bushiri makes everything about himself. I'm like, yo, trumpet, Bushiri a tlo eletsa, trumpet. He's going to tell this whole thing about himself. You know, South Africa has been against prophets and we are winning. But that guy turns everything to make it about him, especially if it's related to South Africa.
Yeah.
Like everything is about him. Your kinto is about him.
Because he believes that he deserves.
And guess what? Within 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, 2 hours. Composition. I couldn't even read it. I'm like, I was already pissed off. I knew this guy is going to release a statement and he's going to act as if he won something.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to read. Yeah, God is fighting. It's God.
Now, a little flat case at because they chased me.
Yeah. They've been chasing us, the prophets, me. So it's floods.
I just saw that.
Yeah, it's me.
Because now they chased me. Look at them.
Yeah.
So Bushiri, I think that's hypocrisy, because I remember very well what he said when we heard of Omotoso's scandal. Because at that time, when Omotoso got arrested, I was still going to Bushiri's church.
Yeah.
And I remember it was tense.
Yeah,
you could see
you told me it was very tense. People were whispering.
You heard that? Because people were just asking themselves, oh, does it mean even him, he's doing the same thing? Because Omotoso was very much popular. He was popular than Bushiri.
Yeah. He came before Bushiri.
Yes.
I think he's one of those first ones to come from Africa.
Yeah, he's one of the first ones. So, Bushiri, I remember people back he puts, and he had this thing. I can say Bushiri, he could read people's minds.
No, he doesn't. I know what he does.
What does
Remember,
he do?
Before the church starts, people are like
gathered.
There's 5 people there discussing things. Bushiri has got his own. These people that they call pastors.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll be standing there having a chat with your friends, and then when you there's a pastor standing behind you.
All the time.
Yes. You think, am I being stalked or something? They are listening to your conversations. Yeah, he plants people everywhere in those, because it takes you wait for hours before the church can start.
And so other pastor will start a conversation with you, and then they start asking questions like, are you married?
Yes.
Yeah. From the ages of 25 upwards, men think, all women think is marriage at that around those ages. So the first question they will ask is, are you married? There was this one called Wise Man David.
He even died last year.
He's Zambian. The one who used to speak good English.
Yeah.
I used to admire how he made English sound. I can say now that guy was very gifted when it comes to that language.
Yeah.
So now, Wise Man David,
most Zambians are like that. They've got some kind of an accent. Because when you listen to Zambian people speak, you can't really tell this is Zambian accent, because everyone. I can't think they have identity crisis.
Yeah, they do.
Zambians have identity crisis. They do. They
want to sound British.
Yeah, and they want to sound American. It's
but
sort of
different. It was
they don't sound African. They just want to sound somehow.
And I can see that English is very important to them, because every time it's about
to them, English is a measure of intelligence.
To Zambians. But with Wise Man, it wasn't the accent thing. It's like the way he was playing with words.
Okay, I was digressing a little bit. I wanted to address this thing of Zambian people
thinking
they are suffering from identity crisis. Like, some of them, like if you haven't been to Europe, Australia, or America, how moto. Like that's how a high regard if you come and say, I lived in Australia, I lived in America, and you speak in that accent. You want to sound somehow, you can be listening to 5 Zambians there talking the accents, and you're like, is this the battle of accents or something?
But I could say,
and then when they are dissing each other, that person can't even articulate himself. He can't even, it's all about English. It's all about English. And remember, there's this other guy who said that, and I said, I don't like staying in Zambia. He's one of those pastors. I don't want to mention, but he was assigned somewhere in Zambia, and then he came back and said, I don't like that country because English is everywhere. It's all about English. And someone will be so dull but speaking good English, but in their mind they think, oh, they are so smart,
Yeah, I can see that. So, I'm going to cut it. Don't cut it. Go with it. It's okay. Get it in the sound. It's okay. Because so when it comes to wise man David, no more to her now only gifted.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
So I'm a rocker ka English. I'm work a bushir.
That's English, yeah.
Hey.
English.
Westman David to bua ka ntong uko o mamele le wa bua ka teng yo ana rata disutu tse mo penyang sutu tse tsa bona di motlentse a ipentse ka tsona mo. So he's the one who will ask questions. He una rata fame because I think he was the most popular guy the boy in tsa bushir. So he asked questions. Hey, so where do you live? And when I can go, the pastor just wants, he's just interested in my life, You think the blessings have, coming your way at that time. He's gathering information.
Yes.
So I think for some of us, di be obvious hore o ka thwe gore re tletse papadi ka kelelo ga motho a re botsa dipotso re tletse papadi because ha re bolele ditaba tsa hore that's how they got their prophecies via that guy and some of them also. So nna le bana ba neng ba thutse kupela monne mongwe wa lekgowa leno wa pastor mono to ke manki
Hana ke ma
Chris manna kana ke manna Chris
something like
guys, I want to tell you something. The reason why we know these people is because when you go to that church, the people who used to go to that church, they will tell you it's church on Friday, it's church on Monday, it's church on Sunday. So these people, even when you are at home, they guide you. So your TV should always be about the church. So you're watching them like they live free. You don't live anything else. When you think of them. Like when they're here. Like it's like they possess your mind.
TV.
It reminded me of my husband.
Because he was paying for the DSTV for his people in Zambia, his people in Malawi, and his people in Lesotho.
Yeah.
So when we went to Zambia, the whole time we are there, the TV is playing these prophetic channels, and then when we got back here, he cut because that thing is for free, right?
It's for free.
And he said, what's the point of me paying for your DSTV and all? Because you're always watching that.
And you will be so frustrated if your TV... Because I remember even the person who introduced us to this church, he started us with the TV.
Yes. They will start to watch the TV.
You must come and... Can I come and set up this channel on your TV? Come, you must come and see this person called Measure One. Hey, you must watch this thing. We are watching the guys. You are at home. You don't watch any other program. Like we look at them right now, and then you'll be thinking, yo, these people, are they right in their minds? How come they are not out of this? Because everyone can see that this Bushiri thing, it's just fake. It's Mbombainj. It's because they don't listen to any other news. They don't, it's only when they go to work, and even when they go to work, because they're only talking about Major. When they come back home, all they think of is to watch, because he makes them believe that if you miss 5 minutes, that might be your time. Because I guess you're all waiting for prophecy.
Yes.
For God to change your life.
Yes.
So that 5 minutes that you're going to miss, that is your time. So you're always watching. You must forget about your life and live for him. Yeah, so that's how it is. So I remember that day very well when Omotoso's scandal came. We're still thinking, guys, what's happening? Because I speak to my friend, that friend of mine, because of Bushir. Yo, Mgan, uzwile le ndaba yaka Omotoso.
And you are discussing it before the church
starts.
Remember, there's a pastor standing behind you.
Yes. Yeah. Because I remember even in that church, if they can see you, like, how it can't the suspect. How safe, because I remember if somebody tries to record, they will take the phone. You can't record anything in here. So Mugani, we utlwile taba ya team Omotoso. Mugani khotsi ha ka unahana hore le mo ke ntho tshwana ebe le rona we are in the dark ha re tsebe rona ho etsala haebe motho wa rona lena na ntho tsa ntso dis and kana kwa nne re so ka utlwa any scandals ka Bushiri. We all thought he was legit. Yeah. And Mugani hey rona ha ke re mo re tle go modimo. Ha re tshepele ho modimo fela re ske ra utlwa ka mabare ho etsalang ka okay. Now at that time I'm opening my eyes and my ears ke batla ho utlwa rona ho tla etsana. It's a high kena Bushiri. Ke bona ho utlwa hore dikhone mona ka fana ne ntse ba bua ka Omotoso. Ya re hana na hore ke number 1 because I get yana he knows what he has been doing.
Yes.
And maybe there are girls also who are already telling him we're going to expose you. He knows they are always threatening him every way. And now we were late because both people like this guy Ashom Kimang this guy was journalist. Why you on YouTube? Solomon. Yeah. People like Solomon, they knew from the beginning what was happening there. And if I knew Solomon before going to that church, I don't think I would have gone to that church.
Yeah.
Or if I knew him early days, I wouldn't have taken that long in that church. Because and I always like it's a logic. And Turkey Ratanya Solomon, it's because other people when they talk, you will say, hi, they are not of Christ. They are not because Solomon is Christian.
Yes.
So you get to understand he's not fighting God.
Yes.
He is Christian, but he can see what is happening there. So now straight to the point. Yes, good.
I even know what you guys are thinking.
Yeah. I know what you guys are thinking and what I'm going to guide you. But I will advise you to pray for the man of God. Yes. Let's put the man of God in prayers, but let's focus on the God of Major 1.
Yeah.
Ayivala kanjalo ke umfana waseMalawi. So manje ha safihla abua haholo because that time la re tswa ho yona taba. So nna ke ntse ke le manganga ke botsa mngani ke hayi mngani. Slena bua ka nena ha nkgotsofatse. Mngani a re o sa tsholo papa. O sa itse ha ke batle le go bo re mix ka Omotoso.
Ngare no tsebe ha ntse re bua tjena wa
utlwa ona believer wa motho a hona. Ha ke batle le hore o bo we ame ho hantaba ya Omotoso na mtlwe ngwe ina le mathata yona nna ke ntlong ya Major 1 ha ke batle ho jwetswa ka Omotoso ka okay all right mngani
because he didn't know if Omotoso was going to be found guilty or not.
Yeah, at that time. So now nna ha se ke tsile ke re ke mone di-scandal tsa boshiri ha ntse di hlaha ba utlwala hore batho ba na ke they are doing the very same thing ka ofela ha bona ba etsa ntho e tshwanang ha o tla ditori tsa yane ya katang hlokala imantatelo wa bona ka ofela TB Joshua lena was worse ena e ko rona qhekanyetsa le magho
I got into this thing because I want to punish Mahu.
That guy said,
it was his plan from the beginning.
I think he was his friend, right? He said, when this man started this whole thing, the fake prophecies, and then taking people's monies and all, it was this thing, retaliation, what white people did to us, black people. I want to punish white people, and I'm going to punish them via word of God.
Yes.
And he was a good man.
Yeah.
Gift, preaching and everything. Maybe he could see here and there those powers from God. Yeah, hakata punisha mahua. Addicted. Yeah, and then letting about strategy about if you bring this white people to work for you, it's gonna be easy for black people to believe you. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Anything that has got anything to do with white people, black people believe it's the one.
It's the one.
Yeah,
there is no way that people can't see those white kids. They were kidnapped. Yeah. So Korean. This guy I love his jokes because I like his way of thinking. Not passion. Passion is a joke. England. Papa one Angel. Angel not that's Korean. Come on, because translator.
Oh, okay.
I guess those people are Korean or Japanese.
Yeah.
But unale translator because kibona bangata bakapili come on. So you think these people like haba kala ba shonyana kana ba bohlali uya ubambe bona yena lo muntu lo.
Yeah, because I remember even there at Bushiri when people saw Fritz Munayo Fritz.
People thought even
the
Fritz WhatsApp. That's what go friends to there's a business someone presented that idea but I guess the life so you no, you must leave WhatsApp and then we're going to chat via this thing. Like I joined BS Mama channel. Like it's like WhatsApp guys. You communicate via that thing. I download the phone so nananto informational fair. Even prophecy. He made it possible for children of God. And the blessings are how
long we are hiking the blessing.
How am to like a fatu? Fatu pinele I can penele zondo. I remember the other day.
We smart. Because at first he said honey. This is the year of honey. You must buy honey. These people are buying honey. Let me come with my own honey.
Mara metsiela ona no go itshasa to tshasa haholo go wapola metsiela no reka boka ile 100 rand guys bottle 50 mils reka 50 mils in na mara ne go kwa ntlabola go hana je ntwa ke because like I will then I will wear my makeup, even fresh. Nini mutshega pe ke tla tsatsa. Go ka botlolo ke re.
Le heba life le ba lo.
Heba life na lo. Go itse ntho e tshwanang. Ka ba ba film bo botsi ntho tse tshwanang. Film boshiri go one and the same. Na tsena se ke tsa ka le nna metsi ke tsa my own water. Kinka spray seno, I put water in there. Ibile na tsena na ke tshelanyana le sea salt. Anyane ke re sea salt. A ke re di tswa ba lahisa go re baloi.
Stibela baloi.
So ke
stibela baloi.
Stibela baloi. Stibela.
No, stibela baloi.
Na pina yo. Hey, and then la re bina. So ke re letswanyana ka hare ke re letswai. Motshega go ka re ke batla bo fresh nyana ke retsa. Ke re ya. So ke ba feel like ke ba the same feel. Go yana mbi abushiro.
Ya heba life ine bitwa what quench.
Yeah, quench. Go re.
Atsa nini ke na lo dula ke what if owner ya heba life ke bushi.
Because but the push business. Exactly, because if you see people who are so committed into these things, it's the same people who are so committed into these prophetic churches, and you can never tell them anything. You are born to be followers. Yeah, you are the follower of everything. We're not pilaka
There's this other story I have a life that I always wanted to tell. Because you know you will be going somewhere and when they recruit you, these people, they don't say you'll be paying. They will tell you about how we go to London, how we go to, like different places, how we go to Mauritius, and you think it's for free, only to find out, no, we ticket. So these people, Baheba life, when they are above you, because these stages, they feel like in everything they're over you, and people who are lower, they listen to those people even in everything, like advice. And one thing about those push businesses, people who get so committed, it's people who didn't go to school, right? It's people who don't even have qualification, because this is the only option, right? So maybe you went to school, you did, now you are not, like, you see the economy, how it is. It's difficult to get a job. You've got a degree. Some people even have, the masters. But now you are going to be controlled by this person. So this other time we went to the upline, they call it upline. We went to Cape Town, right? There was one of those conferences, and we hired a car when we went to the airport. So this woman comes, we find them, some other people at the airport. So we give them a lift, because now we hired a car when we go to the airport to go to the venue. This lady, because it was quite a lot of them, this lady says, no, I'm the one who's supposed to be in this car. Remember, I'm the upline. Yeah, remember that story? I was like, this woman, she feels like she's got a right. And these are the people we know. We know them personally. She's the one who's supposed to be. And is this have a life car? Like everything around them, they take it as if it belongs to this mokhatlo. Yeah, so it's like that. So even with Bishiri, but now what came to my mind was that they said Bishiri has lost the case. Now he's going to be extradited to South Africa. But then, Kilaka, what's the point? Even though I was listening to Ena Solomonora, how it works, because he's going to appeal. Even high court here. It's how many years? How long has
5.
it been?
I don't know. So it's gonna be maybe 5 more years. Appeal. Appealing. It wasn't like we thought, okay, he lost the case. Now he's coming. No, it's not like that. So now,
yes.
Yeah. So now, even if it was that way, the way we thought it was gonna be, like, okay, he's coming. he's gonna come here and he's going to win that case.
Yeah, he's going to win it.
But no,
if that case is going to be here in South Africa, he's definitely going to win
that case. And this Omotoso thing gave him the confidence. Yeah, okay. So Bushiri and imagine Omotoso wasn't making money anymore because now he's in prison. So Bushiri has power. He still makes money. So it's gonna be easier for him to just buy this thing. Now I wouldn't be surprised if Bushiri Nsatla sent him at a shop.
Hey,
I wouldn't be shocked if Kiri Bam Bam Bushiri ka Mall of Africa are shopping or because these things they do happen.
Yeah.
When I say hi, he's suffering in Malawi. He comes here at night. They open for him. He does whatever that he wants to do, and he goes back. I wouldn't be shocked at all because in South Africa we only pay attention for a few minutes. Hey, Agezi. Then it dies down. Then committing crime. They commit crime because we're gonna make noise on social media, and then the state will act as if we are concerned. We'll make sure this is brought into books. Business and South Africa. Other African countries will never ever respect us because they know that in this country everyone has got a price. You buy, guys. When now utlabana to maponesa ha sebetsi ubana ba usukudisa le ka o certify ID copy, but they can come and certify ID copy is now originally a foreigner.
Yeah, because the foreigner
pays. Why certify? When it's your right because they don't work for citizens because citizens they cannot pay. You're not going to pay for something that you know they have to do it for you. So now they concentrate on the bad guys because the bad guys are going to pay.
Yeah, and every time when, because my husband is a foreigner, right? So when I'm with my husband and maybe we bump into a cop or something, that cop will concentrate on this person.
Yeah.
They will and they will want friendship. They will want friendship because they are thinking one day this guy is going to need me. The way that every time you run into a cop or something, when they see a foreign friendship one, they already know maybe this guy will need me one day. Hey, and they follow up. Meaning after 2 days, hey, all right, hey, all right, like things like that. I'm like, it makes me angry.
Yeah.
It makes me angry.
It does, because I was watching this thing. This show also. Yeah, so they did this.
Those shows. I don't want to watch them.
The series by the gun one. I So the first episode that I watched was this guy who was gunned down in Ratanda. He had a spaza shop. He one of those people, guys. This spaza shop culture South Africa. This thing this spaza shop. Like we grew up with about that mama or another spaza shop, mama or another spaza. And it's about what one spaza shop. I never have a
private. It was good. Yeah. And they were role models in the classes.
In the classes,
you see them when they go shopping, buy king, stock, Yeah, but Maditamati. Remember that woman used to call her Maditamati.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now it's so sad because the Maditamati in Pakistan. Hausana me wamo venda rikisandi tamati tsa high kone le di avocado e. So now ufelani ena abutona na ke bona he was fighting this thing ya hore kanetse ma Pakistan. He spoke to the councillor didn't take them to consideration ho etsa London ba bua le mayor le yena e ka ha fihla ho mayor ha ke man mo balabale a committee the community at large. Okay guys, let's take these people out of our community and dispenser shop tsa rona di awa re kgone go iphedisa wa bona because le dispenser shop tsa batho ba batho ho nona le hore bana if hona le group nyana a soccer team they are able to sponsor that soccer team so ana tsena ka store ya Pakistani and say ka tseba hore ntate so and so o rana dispenser shop say if this soccer team goes and have a tournament somewhere o to rana tournament tla ba transport o tla etsa ntho tse that was really nice so hana tsena ha e ntho e ntse tswana fela le ma China le Lesotho wa bona if o batla sponsorship ka dintho tse le hore concerning communities, my China will never even give you a cent. Yeah. So now, this guy ki abona hore a fihla ba hlola nyewe na ya ha re ba ntseng ba bantsha ya ba di kwalanyana dispenser shop tsa ma Pakistan but they refused to remove their containers because they kept saying we're coming back. So that guy, they said they killed 3 of them in 1 week, 3 guys. And the sad part, this Pakistan, they pay fellow South Africans to go and kill these guys. Guys, what's that if nilibona ba ipolaela mbona ka bobona ba bona? It's easier. Like for them, they are sitting there and they are laughing and saying, "This one's we're going to use his brother or his next door neighbor, the next door neighbor, 2000. You see how stupid we look? We look ridiculous. The guys, like, for someone to know that I'm fighting this cause, yellow is going to benefit all of us. And then they go and pay my brother or my neighbor, who I thought I'm polite, but right. Hi guys, that's disgusting. People, they do whatever they want to do. Look at the situation at Loftus.
At the stadium.
Yeah.
Like, where do you get stability? Like, you are a visitor, you're here, and there's a lot of these people, and you start a fight.
Yeah.
Guys, and you know, Sundowns fans, they were like, no, guys, stop. I watched that video. I thank the person who was recording that.
Yeah.
Because we were going to think, South Africans are hooligans.
Yeah,
they started this whole thing. They were like, no. Like, people, they look shocked. Like, but why are you fighting?
You know one thing about South Africans, it's indeed we are sometimes we can be unreasonable. But the mob justice out here, but when it comes to football, it's one rare.
Thing that
that's just one thing that unites people. But chiefs no, I've never seen that. They always unite. Sundowns now is playing against this other team here, another country. They were fans.
Tunisia, right?
Yeah, they were fans. Kiba Chiefs, Liba Pirates. They are all together. So, but it's a small group of people. But Babilele sebet. And they fight with passion. They win guys, don't stop, don't do. They keep on coming.
I watched that video. I kept on saying, no, this can't be. It was unbelievable to me.
Uchakile. Yeah, uchakile. No. Now we have a very bad reputation out there. Bad one. People know they can do whatever they want. But this one,
yes, nothing happened to those people.
Yeah.
So this one of churches. But guys, why are people allowed to come into foreign countries and start churches? Why?
To open churches. Nigeria, I'm going to open a church there.
Why? But mobile thing have a but like whoever leaves their country and goes somewhere to start a church, they already have a criminal mind.
Yeah.
They already do. hobane ba mo tseba ha bo mono ga se moprofeta ba mo tseba.
I remember these cousins of your husband's cousins from Malawi. Those guys, they used to laugh when we talk about, because that girl, at that time when I first met her, I wasn't going to that church anymore, but I was still on their side. I was just watching them on TV, but I had just given myself a break. Let me watch from far. You know, I don't say I'm getting out of the situation. I'm still giving you a benefit of that, but let me do it from far. Let me watch. If I'm not close, I'm far, but I'm still loving you from far. So I was that space. Let me love Bushiri from far. Hey. Hi. So the more I watch from far, also I'm gathering information. When people talk, now I listen. I
think they do already. But it never worked to me. I don't know why, because you know when I'm in that church, like I'm thinking of so many things at the same time. I'm thinking of so many things, but it's difficult to voice them out. You know, I not everything that gets exaggerated.
And you know how Limpopo people like to exaggerate, like everything they do
it extra. It's oil. It's 100. It's 100.
Like wabala. And then I think they used to count how many people came to church every day.
Yes.
Who go to 200,000 people in church. And wabala already oil it's na zamana also shebile batho ba reka shebile le bona bana ba Limpopo bana.
I was thinking of man.
100 botlolo 100 botlolo. Ish man. The calculations since I was saying Sabukana, Halimona launch Hayan, what you say 150, which one Galitz I see Halibukana Dimi. Oh, no, one I chatted when they came on Caradibatica. Oh, I'm sure we know her now. I get to Agasabit, he must just relax. He knows he's gonna come here and that case, okay, he's gonna win that case. Whether we like it or not, he's gonna win it, and they're going to offer him space to plant his churches. He will come and he's going to open a church at Mall of Africa. Because now
the Mall of Africa thing. Now, but so now I'm thinking, all these people who went to Bushiri's church, who contributed their money towards the church building, they're all satisfied. They're not going to say anything. Because Bushiri collected millions and millions from people for church building. So he just went with that money. People are not saying anything.
There were stones in the church, right? They will say these stones are representing the building. Project. And these stones, they are piled up like this. Because I remember they will say, you must plant, you pledge towards the church building, right? And the minimum was 2,000 rands. Because I remember I paid 2,000 rands. I paid the minimum. Out of nowhere, they will vumbuga the tomb out of nowhere. Papa, I have a testimony. Papa, I have a testimony.
Yes, I remember this other one from VAD.
When you look at this man, you can see and then he says, I pledged 10 million yesterday. And guess what happened? And how much he doesn't look like 10 million, right?
Not at all.
And when I left this building going home, after I had just given you that 10 million, I received a call, Papa. Guess what? How somebody called and said, you have just got a tender for 100 million. So what does that do to you as you're sitting there? You're thinking, mina ngipadele 2,000 pela. No one took all his 10 million. Guys, only to find out these people were being paid. They paid him Just 1,000. 1,000 to say that.
Yeah.
So they know with that 1,000 being given to this man to say that he had provoked many people to come and pledge, and then Bana Leona 10 million. If I'm sitting here and I have 10 million in my bank account, I'm gonna take all of it and give it to Bushiri and say. So that's how they played us. And guys, we were not aware. He gave us the plan. A building, like a building plan.
Yeah,
this church. Guys, I only figured it out. Somebody says
one called
Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Hall of Fame. Our names are gonna be written there.
Yeah.
You know, when you enter this building, like there is some guys. I still see it. It's in my mind. We'll be touching those names every day.
What every day we are coming.
We are yeah. So now, guys, this building, he played the whole plan.
Yeah.
Even when you go in. Guys, you know what? I can't believe that all these years I was not aware that that was Mall of Africa.
Yo,
So guys, in Mall of Africa, so when I walk in Mall of Africa, I'm thinking of my 2,000 rand. I contributed.
Yeah.
Look, I feel like this is my space. Ugwanila.
So when Bushiri maybe knew that people who were going to build Mall of Africa and said, I only get the left plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the
Because remember, Bushiri was staying on a waterfall. Yeah. So he could see.
Yeah, I could see those old things that were happening around there. The entrance.
Hey, it's one of the
Mall of Africa.
Bushiri.
Bush. Son is gonna come back. Now I'm ready. I wouldn't be shocked if they say Bushiri is back.
This case here, Omotoso has proved to anyone can do anything.
So Barry, kereke tsa hae di butsi hohle mona sa se khona se right.
Yeah, but he has left people. But people like Botian, he trained them. He has left them here because you know when you watch these videos of Tian, Tian still does those things. I don't know. Maybe he has stopped because it was last year when I saw his videos. They're like mimicking Bushiri. Yeah, he was mimicking Bushiri kore. Abile a sound. The voice there say change. I say le walk yani Bushiri. So I would like to believe he left a lot of people here. By long or they still continue with those churches. I don't know if
so now they collect the money
and they take it to him. Or maybe since he has gone now, let's start our own thing and also
we know
make money.
These people are going to believe.
Yeah, so maybe we should talk to Tian and ask him what's going on. You decided to start your own thing or to represent Bushiri. What's going on? Yeah.
Ulamufa Rolex. Tian.
Yeah, the other thing that I wanted to talk about when you mentioned Tian, because it's somehow related to football. And it was early days. I think it was my second or third time in that church, right? Bushiri prophesied this young boy called Tiamo. Tiamo, right? From Hammanskraal. Hammanskraal or Mamelodi.
He's from Hammanskraal.
Hammanskraal, right? And Bushiri called that boy to the front and prophesied to him, you are going to play for Manchester United. Prophecy. I remember saying all those and then that the legs were, turning and twisting and doing all those kind of things. And then after that, they threw him a soccer ball and he started kicking because the boy is a soccer player. Yeah. He is a soccer player. And then Bushiri, the following Sunday, the boy comes, got testimony, or indeed, I was called by Manchester United, have been accepted, this and this and this. That's a real document, man. I'm going, I'm preparing right now. I'll be gone in a month's time. Guys, the whole year, I even left that church. That boy was still there. And after he got the prophecy, he was now sitting in the front. So his time expired. When time goes, after being prophesied, you sit in the front. And then when
because the attention is on you.
Yeah, the attention is on you. Everyone is looking at you. After some time, after a while, now you expire. They want other people. Now you start queuing there.
Yeah, you start
queuing like other people. Now you can tell that this guy now is not even looking happy.
He's not looking happy. He's not confident anymore. He's got a lot of questions because he was being used.
You are being used.
You feel empty.
Yeah.
It's that feeling that I got instantly after Bushiri touched me. Because I told you, we're going to this church because we're all thinking, the moment he touches you,
you are gone.
Your life is open.
That guy, I'm telling you, that guy is still there in Haman's kraal right now. And he's very angry.
So yes, because now see he will be prophesying these people. I get about professor where you look at them because it's like things have changed for them because now they become celebrities because you envy them.
You envy them.
You look at them and say, yo, this person, yo, they go back to square one. Go and the confidence.
Or maybe he promises you, man, I will be paying you. Because he wants new people now he stops paying you. You know, you just go there because you're hoping, you're still hopeful. Or maybe this is talent, you know.
But what's wrong? Why because they were even stalking us on Instagram.
Yes.
The pastors and everyone they will stalk us on Instagram and so we gave the look. Look. They all thought, oh man, because I remember they would even ask through the corners, where do you live? Because they want to measure you. So now we were the targets. So that you will give them money. Yo,
that church, it breaks people. Guys, besides Tabatsauri, you pay. I know people concentrate on paying tithes and all. Like that hope, that spirit. Because even if you know, Hore, it was
false
just
hope.
It's false hope and it breaks. So imagine if that guy was indeed a talented soccer player. So now all these things happen. You are going to play for Manchester. Maybe back of his mind, or Kaika Dikone Bushiri said to him, indeed you are going, or I'm going to open doors for you, because everyone believed Bushiri could open doors for them. So
maybe even a Haman's Kral soccer what came and said, come play for us. He said, no,
Manchester United.
Because we said, don't think small, think big.
You know when you talk about this one of don't think small, Bushiri is other. He said people should bring pictures of the houses they want to live in. You must go and check magazines.
You must
go to property 24 and
private property.
The house that you love. Go print it. Go.
Print
and you're going to hold it like this. Yo, I remember this old guy. He came, like maybe you stay in a 4-roomed house, in the so to you a dream house is like maybe a 7 bedroom wabona garage. And this guy presents and this one
you're gonna be in the village. In your mother's village. And it's very funny.
Yes.
Now this is jokes.
And then I tell you are thinking small, you must think big. And you're looking at that person, you're like, yo, how is this man going to do it? Guys, and remember, the girl who introduced us, the one who came and set up the channel.
Yeah.
So now this other time we see her, she's in the front, she's one of the ushers now. And Bushiri comes and he does a presentation there showing us that he went to the dealership. He has got a partnership now with Abo Maserati.
Those cars were even there, parked outside.
Yes.
He will go all out.
And he says, I'm starting with my ushers here. By the end of this month, they will be driving this supercar. And I'm looking at the Sikhwa, and I even said to myself, because guys, I was always logical. I can't picture Sikhwa in that Porsche. Not at all. I can't kill Lenyatso, but Lenyatso left for Kalapilo. Lenyatso. This was that's how I knew it. These are lies. Because there's no way that this is what in 2 weeks time this is what Labasa for the Porsche from where?
We are for the gram. That happens in your mother's village, not here.
Guys, we are laughing, but when you look at this story, when we say South Africa, everyone has got a prize in South Africa. For these people, the pastors, Bobushiri, the prophet, Omotoso, to be able to do these things, there's always a South African who was given a brown envelope somewhere.
You can go ahead and do this.
Yeah, even those were the testimonies. Those testimonies, they were bought. So it's the same thing. When you accept some cash from a prophet, when now you should go there and lie and say, hey, I'm this and this because of this. It's the same thing as the Pakistan giving you a gun and 1,000 rand and saying, go and shoot that person. Because it's the same thing.
Even for me to actually figure out where these testimonies are lies. Remember when we were in that church, there was this project that we had worked on and we're struggling to get our money, right? Yeah. And it just, sometimes these things are coincidence. It happened that these people, they finally paid us, and it was quite a lot of money around that time. And then we tell our sister and her husband, and we're thinking, well, you know the way you guys have been struggling to get this money. Now maybe it's because of sometimes we overlook things. Maybe we don't have gratitude, you know, towards God. Maybe it's about time you go and thank God and give this testimony. Ever since you came to this church because you've been praying for this. What if it's the prayers from there? Then we decide, maybe it is. Then we say, we agree, maybe we should go. Again, we say, the more you testify, the more God brings more to your life. It was genuine, guys. We go and then we're going to queue there. They ask, before they allow you to go and testify,
you have to go.
You go through an interview. Because when you go there, as a number of people, they already know who are their people.
Yes.
So, you come with your genuine testimony. But it's not good enough. Guys, they didn't take that. They said God is still gonna do more. This one is small things. So in 2 weeks, it doesn't work standing in front and saying this is the testimony. And for us, that was genuine testimony because we have been struggling to get this thing, but now it's happening because we are praying for it. But no, because I see abo bafuna le baba chelile ukuthi izohamba kanje uzothi nje espice akhe. Yeah. So now lina ka qala ka bona ka hey, kanana taba tsa o pleasure fela ka no man seed.
You did when
I have 1,000 fella. I just them 1,000. One.
You wanted to go and pay King. It was not like I just show
I'm
sitting there, I'm thinking, when I was 1,000 so it is so much.
Remember this other friend of ours that day and answer today. I'm giving time.
I can take
envelope. I'm sitting. What's up with? We don't even have money for petrol. God will answer you through us.
Yes.
And he did.
Yeah, she gave it to us.
Nah, man. You're so proud, Mato. At least I gave it to my friends.
Yeah. We saved it. We said, friend, no. There is no petrol in that car. How about you sit through us?
Yeah.
And she understood. That day she did. So that's
guys,
the situation.
That's the situation. Like this thing of Omotoso. It's really bad. It gave so many fake prophets confidence. Now they are gonna do it more. Even Zondo, where he is thinking,
I'm going to
win it. And he's going to win it.
He's gonna win it.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's all for today. Yeah. And it's so sad because
I wanted to say
this
something.
Thing happens while the whole country is standing up and fighting for justice. And this happens. Do you know how triggering is all this thing? And the rape victims, where they are, what are they thinking? Because there's so many people who have been abused by these prophets. So many.
Because you look stupid. You know, if you have been violated and then they say, hey, this person has won the case, like it's
how do you even sleep?
It's better even if you didn't even report it from the beginning. Because a lot of people who have been violated, they don't report them because you're just thinking of the outcome. Well, what if they say...
And the moment they say he's not guilty, people look at you like you are lying.
The attention. Because I saw that girl, Cheryl, how she was crying yesterday. Yeah, that's really sad.
And that girl fought. She really fought. I was thinking of the twins.
Yeah.
And they're still so young. Just think, those kids are still young. They have a whole life ahead of them. So how are they going to face it? But there's nothing we can do.
One thing, you know, these people coming from other countries, when they come here and do whatever that they like. I was disappointed. There was this other person on my WhatsApp status because I posted that thing. Yamapepanda. Omotoso is a free man. And then I just expressed my feelings for this is heartbreaking. I can't feel this. Then this person comes and says he has never been guilty from the beginning. I feel like Joe. So it comes back to people who are coming and doing all these things because with South Africans, it's all about if it happened to a woman, you invited it. For South African men, if a foreign man can do something to a South African woman, they will never stand up and say, let's get justice for this person. If it concerns a man and a woman, and it's a South African woman and a foreigner who is a man, they will say, it's always like that. They will never say, let's fight for our women. Why will these people come and do this? It's always about, they deserve it. Like, I don't know why is it that South African men get so much joy when South African women are being violated. But
now I just sit here and ask myself, when you guys hate your women so much, you even hate your mothers like that. It shows who you are. It means you hate. That's why you find these stories in the cases where kids, boys are their mothers. They creep their mothers. They, they abuse their mothers. They do all sorts of things to their mother because you guys have got no respect for women. You've got no respect. I don't know. Maybe you wanted to live in this country on your own and chase away all the women in this country. Maybe that's what you want.
Now, so it's like South African men are on the lookout. What is it that a South African woman has done wrong? It's like they're always celebrating the defeat of South African women. But
they hate themselves. Yeah, I think they hate themselves. Yeah. So that time, you'll find out it's people who were even raised by single mothers.
Others even hate their own wives.
Yeah.
But when this person's wound is bleeding on me. Like, you guys are bleeding.
They can't face
exactly what's eating them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they're taking it all out on women.
So in the case Yakwekwe, I think we are more united because it's a white man. We're fighting against the white man because we think, okay, white people, there's our enemies. Because
there's still our brothers who are writing nonsense on Facebook, on social medias. There are still some who I don't even, because I was so angry when I saw that post. Yeah. But guys,
because
that's a man, right?
I don't want to go up and down with this person. You know what? About defeated, like it changed the whole perspective of how I see him.
Yeah.
Immediately it just became a mess. I'm not gonna see him the same way again.
Okay. Yeah, so next time I want us to talk about guys, there's something that happened. Like there's this guy, right?
Next time.
Okay, next time. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. We've reached the end of the video, and thank you. If you reached this stage of the video, we appreciate. Congratulations. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't, and remember to like
and share
the video. Thank you so much. We love you. Bye bye.